What's up, fans and freaks? I am Dat Hippie, and I kind of don't have a plan for this video, but it's Friday. Felt like I needed to record something because I really didn't last week. I took a break before that, and then the weekend, my fucking stuff wasn't wanting to record. I did post a Destiny 2 video Wednesday, I believe. Wednesday. It was either Wednesday or yesterday. I don't remember. I'll look in a second. But I kind of need to get back into the swing of recording these because these are my therapy and they do help. But I just kind of wanted to talk and get some things off my chest. Mostly with how my life is going right now. And for those of you that don't know, for the most part, my life has been a fucking tragic mess. Almost all of it. I need to get a haircut. Besides, it's getting way too long. Again. Shit. Alright. Anyway. To the juicy bits. I am the product of an abusive hometown, essentially. So, I'm a bit fucked up. And I will repeat this for the most part. Everything. This isn't the fault of my family. At least not my direct family. My mom never did anything to harm me. My father, though never really around my biological father, never did anything to harm me. My siblings, for the most part, were kind. But it was just everything stacked together. People in my hometown never really wanted me here. None of them really liked me. So they took it out on me in ways they figured they could get away with. Verbal abuse, assault. Oh, the list goes on and on. And when I would come home, my mom worked odd shifts, so she was usually asleep by the time I get home from work. Or home from school, not work, school. Well, back then, work was school, so she'd usually be asleep, or for certain parts of my school, she would be at work when I get home from school. My stepdad he's a good guy. The man I call my dad because he was around for 11 years of my life. From the time I was 3 to the time I was 14. So he's a very big part of my life. And I still consider him family to this day, even though he and my mom are no longer together. I still consider him family. I do love him. Probably always will. He taught me a lot of stuff. Some of it good, some of it not so good. But he wasn't the best at expressing himself or really even helping with issues that you were dealing with, or I was dealing with. So by the time my mom would get home, we'd eat dinner, she'd pass the fuck out, I'd go to sleep because I had to be up for school, and it's just how it went. So I just kind of ignored all my issues. And in doing so, my family assumed I didn't have any issues because I never talked about them and they never saw anything. And my little brother, he got all the good attention. He was the baby. He was the star kid. He was in all the sports. He was in all this other stuff, had all the good grades. I had good grades. I was in sports and I was in theater. But I didn't really want attention. Ever. When I got acknowledgement, it was nice. But it's not something I strived for. My little brother, he never really strived for it, but it just seemed to magnetize to him. Anytime he would do something, he would get immediate praise. Which I'm not saying is a bad thing. I will admit, I'm a big contributor to that. I spoiled the shit out of my younger brother. We even did a YouTube video together fucking forever and a day ago talking about fucking Major League Baseball. I hate Major League Baseball. I like the Cardinals. Don't really like the sport. I don't really like any sport anymore except wrestling. Both amateur and professional. But and my sister kind of got all the bad attention. She was the oldest. She was the most rebellious. She was the one that would argue with mom and dad the most. She was the one that broke the house rules, even though she was the one left in charge of Mason and I when nobody was home. And so it left very little attention from my parents, my mom and my stepdad, for me. And over time, that started messing me up way more than they ever could have realized possible. And it's because as I grew up, and stuff happened, and Stephanie left, and Mason, I never got more attention than the bare minimum. Like, barely any, for my entire life. So, when you grow up in a town that, for the most part, everyone here hates you, and your family never really pays attention to you, you develop some pretty ridiculous issues. I have such incredible self-hate. Because people, my coworkers will attest to this. There's a specific coworker at my job that I cannot stand. I hate him with a passion. And it takes all of my restraint and self-control not to just flat out assault him anytime he opens his mouth to speak, because he is that infuriating to me. And with as much as I hate him, I still hate myself more. And this is a very difficult topic for me to talk about, because the reason I hate myself, I didn't used to be like this dead, emotionless person that requires drinking caffeine just so that I don't sit here screaming, stark, raving mad. I have to drink caffeine in order to remain calm and in control of myself. Otherwise, I'd be a fucking screaming, crying mess on my floor every time I come home from work. Because I can't handle my issues. I just can't. I have tried for so long. And it's my roommate and my dog that are helping me through everything right now. Without either one of them, if I didn't have them, I'd be fucked. I'd be locked up in a mental hospital or in prison somewhere. Because I just couldn't handle it. I'd go off the deep end. And the reason why I hate myself so much is I'm reminded every time I look in the mirror of the happy-go-lucky, always smiling kid I used to be until the people I went to school with got their hands on me. And every time I look in the mirror, I see the man, the person, the thing that they were able to turn me into. And I hate it. And I hate me. And I hate that I wasn't able to stop it, and that I'm not able to go back. I'm trying to be how I used to be. That's why I started YouTube. That's why I made this whole persona of me just being ridiculous and energetic, and because it's how I used to be. And I miss being like that. But I haven't been like that since I was 5 years old. I lost whatever innocence I had a long time ago. And my childhood was cut incredibly short because I became my classmates' favorite punching bag. Now, this is a really depressing video, and I'm sorry. Makes me wonder if I should stop doing these. I mean, no one really watches them. They're just for my sake anyway. I don't even need to burden anyone with my issues. Fuck. Anyway, I'm gonna sign off here. Nice short 10-minute video. Alright, everybody. I want you all to stay cool, stay in school, stay away from them drugs. I'll catch y'all later. Dad Hippie is out. Peace.